Get a GoPro, baby.
Okay, hey there. This is what I told you about is my GoPro hat. And what it entails is a typical baseball hat that you see as a Velcro enclosure on the back. I got it at the thrift shop. It cost me $1. Then I took the GoPro and I mounted it on one of the mounts that comes with it. And underneath it, I put a plastic washer and a plastic screw. Now, those two things you can get at the hardware store. The plastic screw was cut so that between the thickness of the top and the bottom of the hat, plus the washer, it would screw into this plastic base. And with that, you have the regular GoPro housing mount. This has the open back so you can hear the voices. The idea behind this hat is, when you get this mount with the GoPro, which you take the strap off, as I saw in one of your videos, and it mounts very well, one of the difficulties that I found was on an activity outside, you have no shadow over your face. With this particular hat, in the mount, you get this shadow like a regular baseball cap with the advantage of the GoPro. So everywhere you would look, you could see what your eyes are seeing. And you can hear within a certain distance between your object. If someone's having a conversation with you, you can pick that up. With the housing, it's wind resistant, it's good for outdoors, has that benefit. One of the things that I added was this little device here. This little device is for use in an environment where you don't have to worry about waterproof. It's a bit of a modified piece of plastic. And what it is it came as an already made angle, but it had these wings, these pieces that flared out on both sides. And what I did is just heated it up here and here, and I bent them at a precise angle. And bending them, the GoPro camera sort of compresses into this opening and won't fall out. And when mounted on top of this baseball cap, provides you with a very simplistic means of being, say, indoors, and you want to walk around, or if you know you want to walk around in a facility where there's no chance of anything damaging it, like in the housing, that housing would provide safety for your GoPro camera. So between this little device has identical installation, which in this case, the screw is on top, there's a washer, and then on the bottom is a wing nut. And it replaces this whole unit. This whole unit would come off, and this would take its place. And this installation would be quite simple. What it alleviates is the additional weight of this little housing. So again, it's just another means of carrying the GoPro around. You can't use it on this because it only works with a mount. So this little piece of plastic can be made out of any type of plastic. You see it's quite flexible. It has a memory in it. You can just bend it at 90 degrees. It's like an ABS plastic. I found the advantage having these little grooves that you see were part of the already prefabbed or pre-molded piece. And that provides me a little bit of space underneath the camera. And one of the things that makes it even better, well, as sort of a safety feature, is to provide it, to lessen it from being damaged, if you should tip or jar it, is a rubber band around it. Now, it won't come out. It won't come out in this condition. You still have access to the buttons, etc. You could even make a little hook or a piece that went down over the front that substantially held it. The advantage is that less weight of this little case. It has all the abilities to be used like a normal camera, but that's the little gimmick of this. So I made it as a precursor to making this. So these both work very good. We've taken them out kayaking, and you just pass the hat to the next guy, and he'll put it on and run it. Or you just turn it off and put the hat away, or turn it around and put it backwards while you're rowing. And while we were kayaking, the advantage is you just put it on backwards and you can see the fellow following you, or someone else following you, maybe on a bike trail, a hiking trail. And it is, again, wherever you look is where your view goes. One of the things you have to keep in mind, like any other of these attachments, is if you're being the camera, you have to look and pause for a moment in order for the observer of the film to see what you're seeing. Instead of the quick glance that you see as a human, you have to be able to provide that glance a little bit longer. Well, that's just normal. But this is the little gimmick that I made, and this is my installation of my GoPro baseball cap. Easy to wear, easy to access, anywhere you go. There you go.
Get a GoPro, baby.